All right, it's day 2 of the adventure. I'm still getting settled in, trying to unpack everything. I probably got 1 or 2 more days of getting everything organized. It's just unbelievable how much junk or crap I had from my apartment. Funny enough, I found that my little 7-gallon water container is leaking. I had another one of these and I broke it as well, having it filled up with water and not secured in my truck, and then it hit a bolt in the back of my truck and had a hole, so I know these are brittle. And I think what happened with this one is I put it on some uneven gravel and then the bottom got indented and now it's kind of slowly leaking. I'm not sure if you can see that water pile there. I might have cleaned it up earlier, I kind of forgot. But this one's leaking now, so I'm probably gonna have to go get 2 more, but it's no big deal. These aren't ridiculously expensive. Once I get all this stuff organized, the first thing I want to tackle is cutting up this pile of wood I have here behind my camper. Now I originally cut all of this with an electric chainsaw, and I don't know, about like a 2-week time frame. I think the longest part is moving the logs because they were so waterlogged and ridiculously heavy, and they were just surrounded by all this overgrowth. They had fallen and we had just left them there for a long time. So I'm thinking it'll take me about maybe another 2 weeks to get it cut into 14-inch lengths and split with an electric chainsaw. I only got 1 battery, so it's gonna die pretty quickly on me. I'm interested to see how well it works. Then kind of after this wood pile gets cut up, I'm gonna start going through the property and clearing it out. I want to push everything in the middle, all the overgrowth out to the edges, and really kind of open this place up, kind of like a park type of deal, at least in this front area. You can kind of see, right where my truck's parked, got a lot of these really dead trees, and I'm hoping to cut those down. Obviously I'll move my truck first. I think the funniest part about that is I'm not really familiar with cutting trees down. I've watched a couple of videos of people doing it, and I'm pretty confident with these. These aren't really too big. If one fell on me, obviously it would hurt, and I have a hard time believing it would kill me. It might critically injure me, but at worst. But obviously you just be cautious when you're doing it. I don't think it's a big deal. My dad barely knows what he's doing and he cuts these down, so maybe I can do it. But I might be limited by that electric chainsaw. We'll see. So just for reference, this here is the front gate. Then if I turn around, you can go up this hill for about another 200 yards, and then you'll hit the back fence where the neighbors are at. And I'm hoping that I can clear this up all the way to the back. It's really not too bad, especially this first part here. I've done a really good job clearing it out. In fact, we did it with just a lawnmower. I mean, once you hit some sticks, I mean, the lawnmower obviously doesn't like that, but you can go through it. It's a pain. You got to push hard. It's not easy work, but you can do it as long as it's not too overgrown. The one issue though is this right side. You can see all these, I don't know what you call these, seedlings, all these young trees that are grouped together really tight. This is going to be annoying, cutting these down and pulling this all out. And I'm not sure with anything as big as this tree right in front of me if I'm going to have to pull the small stump out or not. Anything sizable. Let me kind of walk over to it, like this stump right here. Or here you can kind of see the remnants of me pulling a stump right here. A lot of these have been cut down years ago and just sitting here and rotting, so a lot of these are going to come out real easy, but all these stumps got to come out. Usually what I do is I just start digging with a pickaxe and a shovel, and I'll hook up a come along to it to another tree, and I'll try and winch it out. But it's hard work, and honestly, if you're not familiar with one of those come-alongs, they're pretty dangerous. I've had a chain snap on me, and it was not fun. Although luckily I was smart enough to lay a crowbar on both sides of the 2 crowbars on both sides of the chain, so that if it does snap like it did, it won't whip at you. And I did do that. I'm not sure if it saved me, but I didn't get hit, so we'll call it good. Then you can see this stump here. So like I said, these are so in the ground. Some of these have been in the ground for so long that it's so rotted that you can just pull it out. I mean, it takes some muscle, but you'll get it. It's just the one thing I am worried about when I start to clear this up is, you know, the soil is not great, and anytime there's any sort of wind, you know, trees are just dropping left and right, and I just think it's going to be hard to clear this out and keep up with it, but maybe that's part of the game. But we'll see how that goes. Well, I'm gonna head off to the gym, and I'll give you guys an update tomorrow. Bye now.